Alright. Let's see. It should be live. But I don't have the music playing. There we go. Alright. We are live with Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. As I already gave the early warning on Saturday, we will be starting this stream a few days late. Or, not a few days, a few hours late. Jeez. Alright. It's a few hours late. Already here. Let's see. What to do. Nice. Alright. Well, last I checked, last thing left off, I was stuck. I do have the save file for before I ran in here. And so if I get my ass handed to me one more time, I'm just gonna load and reset my stats. Heal up. Is there any buffs I'm forgetting? Oh, I don't have protection from fire? Alright, okay. I guess we'll refresh every cast.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Alright. Blessings. Fucking resolve. Aspect. Some greater. Heroification. What's this do again? Let's see. Presence inspires incredible awe and those who die. Fails to save. Prostrate before you, believing it for divine presence. These creatures are counting for the duration of the spell. Make a new save. Creature that recovers from this spell early. When infected takes 1d6 points of wisdom drain and staggered for 1 to 4 rounds. And even if they make the save, they're still staggered for at least one round. Okay, we'll cast this. Oh, it's just a... No, it's just a action spot. Alright, I'll cast it later.
Yes?
You have... No, you don't. Okay. Mage armor.
Yes.
Reduce person. Death ward on everyone. Hey, Tigris Alex. Welcome back. Although I am incredibly late, it's nice to see you. Managed to complete my run on Sunday. Wow, really? Damn. You got through it all faster than I did. How'd you breeze through the puzzles? Oh, wait. Smarter than me. Never mind, that was a dumb question.
This war must end.
$158 hours, absolutely loved it, and delighted by my ending. To be fair, I was on fresh when last. Oh. Puzzles, especially Ninja Quest, I used a guide. Yep, way smarter than me. I had to wait for somebody else to be that smart. Alright, let's see. Meanwhile, as I'm struggling with this build, like, I'm contemplating having to go back and basically just refresh everything. What ending are you going for? I don't know what ending I'm going to get. I was planning on just playing the game and hoping that whatever ending I get was going to be a decent one. Although, since I know I didn't go through everyone's companion quest, I don't think I'll get the best possible ending. Hello, Josias. Glad you could make it. Glad I could make it. Yeah, no, we better use this. Wow. Proper blind playthrough. Nice one. Good on you. Eh. These Kali storm callers here were so irritating. Yes, they are. Like, if I lose one more time against them, I'm planning on loading a save file and just going to try to fight or try to reset my entire, what's it called? Reset my build. That's it. Class build. Alright, damn. King Galfrey, charge. Let's see. Darren, cast Overwhelming Presence. Let's see if this works.
Refuses to cooperate. This thing refuses to cooperate.
Oh, nice one on recruiting Galfrey. It was actually easy since I wanted to get with her to begin with, so recruiting her was actually pretty easy to pull off. I didn't know she would join, but hey, I'll take it. Although I did screw up this playthrough because I didn't actually rest after I didn't set her spells after I leveled her up. No, she's a granny though, right? I mean, so are elves compared to humans too, so... And I'd still get together with an elf if she was actually decent. If she was decent. Uh-oh. That's not looking good. Fair point. It's a fantasy world. I'm already expected to take some liberties of, like, suspension of disbelief and whatnot. Alright. Just beat him up. 2, 3. Alright, come on. Almost finished off. There you go. Alright. Now I just need to deal with this. When Galfrey is down, cut. Tsunami hits hard, man. Tsunami just hits way too hard. Alright, lay on hands self, and then beat up this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Down I go. Oh. Because of this guy. Or, I mean girl. I have to do something to get them back up.
I'm all right.
Finally, you can stand up. Okay. Alright. Just beat up this guy.
Prepare yourself.
This is not looking good.
It isn't my time yet.
This will leave a bruise.
Let's see. Land hand self. Channel positive energy. Stand up. Alright, Damon. A few good things you can do right now. Heal everybody. Alright. Sela, heal yourself. And then since these guys were healed up too. Oh, no, never mind. Cast Holy Whisper, see if that does anything. Saving throw succeeded. Oh, come on. down he goes. Again.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Instant enemy. I'm not sure if it matters.
Desna, guide my hand.
This will leave a bruise.
Okay. Smite evil. Run up and take a swing.
Back to the abyss.
Alright. Let's try this one more time. It might not work, but I'm going to try it anyway. Overwhelming presence. Ah, god damn it. I screwed that up. Somehow, Wolf is over here. Let's use this. Okay. No, that's already on. Non-hand self. Just go to town.
Guide my blade.
Nope.
I'm all right. I'll just sit here. Don't worry about me.
It's looking like a respec is coming.
Surrender or else.
Alright.
Make your peace.
Can you do it? I can barely land a hit. Okay. What are you going to retrain into? Well, hold on now. Let's not assume I'm gonna lose just yet. Might actually make a comeback. You don't know yet. Look at that. Oh, oh God. Never mind. Ugh. So I'm respecting. So what I'm respecting into. Oh God, that was terrible. Hopefully nothing that awful. Heal up, and I didn't actually think about it. It's going to be something Marshall based. I know that. But as for specifics, I really don't know. Not yet, anyway. Mirror image. What good are you? I don't know.
I will resist.
I'm probably just going to another martial class. And I'll be stubborn and pick fighter, but this time I'll just choose to specialize in I'll choose to specialize in cloth or natural weapons just to make sure the dragon form is at, like top tier or the best it can be, I guess. Can't just charge in.
No glory without risk.
Let's see. Cast this. Nope. Right. Finish them off.
Herself disappear.
Yes! That's one storm caller down. Looks like the retrain won't be happening after all. By the way, what's a jinx? see. And these spells target only enemies. Oh, except Disintegrate. We'll try Disintegrate. Hey, it did some damage. Good job, Darren. Alright. Go get him! Yeah!
Into the fray.
Go get him! No, okay.
This will leave a bruise.
Let's try this. He's at half health. Keep peppering away at him.
Guide my hand.
Don't roll nat ones. Oh my god. Not a single roll is above a 10. Fascinating. Alright. And go at it.
To invaders.
Or not. All the dice rolls didn't start turning really crappy. Would have won by now. Pick up Sela.
Assist me at once.
Alright. One more blast against the Gala Stormcaller should do it. Yes! Alright. Alright, killing these on their own, these succubists on their own is easy. One down. The other one's halfway there. Let's see. Can I charge? Nope. Just move up. Alright. Let's see. No, I don't have to use a spell slot here, so I won't. Just move up and use channel positive energy.
Never too old for this.
Alright.
I will resist.
It took three or four retries, but we finally got it.
Miss me already.
Okay, so just nothing there. Alright, let's go. What was that? Probably not important. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Integrity compromised. Planar balance factor displaced. Maintain the structure at any cost. Maintain the structure. Emmeslin. Will you? The quivering pile of metal bears little resemblance to a living creature. The voice that addresses you is the only sign of its sentience. Identification process complete. Crusaders recognized. Crusaders are enemies of Arilu Vorlesh. Initiating protocol. Communication with a potential ally. Step 1. A request. Crusader, I ask you to attack and kill me. Who are you? Name. Emmeslin. Creature type. Inevitable. Status. Prisoner. Objective. Termination. Why do you want me to kill you? Necessity. My existence sustains the energies and the integrity of the Threshold Fortress. The Threshold Fortress protects Arilu Vorlesh. Conclusion. My existence sustains the enemies of order. My existence must be terminated. Obstacle. Existing protocols. Self-destruction is prohibited. Self-defense is permitted. If you attack me, you will activate my self-defense protocols. I will defend myself. I will be destroyed in battle. This scenario fulfills the objective and does not contradict existing protocols. Conclusion. The Crusaders need to reach the most secure areas of the Threshold Fortress. My death will cause the collapse of Threshold's defenses. Therefore, the Crusaders must terminate my existence in order to achieve their objective. Risk assessment. My death may cause some of the fortress's exterior structures to collapse. It may become difficult to return to the entrance of the fortress. Unlawful. Can't do that. Can you explain to me in detail what will happen if you die? Chaos will prevail. The defensive and load-bearing magical structure that sustain the integrity of Threshold will be destroyed. There is a high risk that the fortress's exterior walls and gates will collapse. However, my death will also destroy the defenses around the heart of the threshold, where Rilu Vorlesh is situated. The heart of Threshold is the heart of the world wound. This location is currently inaccessible to the Crusaders. Therefore, the Crusaders require my termination. I want to ask you some questions. Initiating protocol. Provide information to a potential ally. I am ready to respond. How did you get here? I was on a deep reconnaissance mission. I was sent by the Axiomites of Axis to investigate a strange new disturbance in the Threshold Fortress. But I was captured by Rilu Vorlesh and her demonic allies. Since then, I have remained both her prisoner and her test subject. The Inevitable's existence is used to stabilize the structure that sustained the Threshold Fortress. Murder for victory. You and your bloodthirsty attitude. Huh, what is Axis? Axis is a plane in outer sphere, dedicated to universal law unmarred by the struggles between good and evil. It takes the shape of a gigantic city, and exists as a shining example of perfect order and harmony rising out of the churning maelstrom. Within the plane's golden barrier walls, the streets are perfectly ordered and clean. The buildings appear as paragons of their respective architectural styles from virtually every culture within the great beyond, and the natives strive to live in orchestrated harmony. That sounds terrible. What can you tell me about Threshold? The Threshold Fortress is the central location of the load-bearing magical structures that enable the World Wound's existence. The Threshold Fortress is the most stable part of the wound, the only part that is minimally affected by the principal chaos of the Abyss. This paradox should not lead to confusion. The Threshold Fortress remains in a state of quiescence. And we've made it, people, to that time where I need to find out what a word means. What? Or even how to properly pronounce it.
Quiescence.
Quiescence. Inactivity or dormancy. Oh my god, why don't you just say that? Okay. So the Threshold Fortress remains in a state of quiescence. But this is not its natural state. Rilu Vorlesh uses external sources of power to prevent its destabilization. This is the purpose I unwillingly serve. I supply the power necessary to sustain the Threshold Fortress. What can you tell me about Rilu? Rilu Vorlesh, formerly a mortal woman, now a half-demon in possession of mythic powers. Threat level, comparable to demon lords. Psychological profile, extremely unstable. Her capacity for deep analysis and understanding coexists with her predisposition to manias and fixations. Conclusion. Rilu Vorlesh is an enemy of order, and is therefore subject to termination. What can you tell me about the Whirlwind? A comprehensive account of all the data I have collected on this phenomenon will take, by my calculations, 4 days, 6 hours, and 35 minutes. An account of this duration is unacceptable under the current circumstances. Proceeding to recount key points, and key points only. Point 1. The world wound is an artificially created planar rift. It is an intersection between the material plane and the plane of the abyss. The world wound allows demons to travel freely from the abyss to Golarion, and it also creates a favorable environment for magical cataclysms, anomalies, and phenomena. Point 2. The world wound's existence was only made possible as a result of the criminal acts of Aurilu Vorlesh. On 2 occasions, she conducted a ritual to bind a mortal soul, once with the essence of the abyss, and once with a demonic soul. The soul-binding ritual acts as the framework for the intersection of the planes. If this ritual is reversed, the soul will be severed from its bond, and the material plane will be severed from the abyss. This process will likely result in the termination of the bonded soul. The prognosis for its owner's survival unfavorable. Point 3. The world wound is an unprecedented violation of world order, and a powerful weapon of chaos. The world wound must be removed at all costs. I have no more questions. I await your decision. Do I have to kill him? I have to go, but I will return. I await your return. Do not delay. Alright. So, I'm gonna save. I want to see if I can get by without killing him. Yeah, no. Is there anything else I can do? Huh. What happens if I just say I refuse? I will not do what you ask. The prognosis is unfavorable. The chance of liberation is non-existent. The current situation has been identified as the last opportunity to have a satisfactory outcome. The termination of my existence. Initiating protocol extreme measures. The warp pile of metal is silent for a moment, and then launches itself against the bars of its cage.
Let's have some fun.
The hell? We'll go into a fight anyway. What's the point? Suddenly, 2 paladins are worthless. 3, 4, 5.
Let's hear you cry.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
We'll force the fight anyway.
No glory without risk.
Alright. Just shoot him.
Prepare yourself.
Miss. Destruction. No, better not. Cast prayer instead. This sucks. No matter what you try, killing is the only option.
I'll send you back to the abyss.
Apparently not.
It isn't my time yet.
Run them through!
Go get him. Oh boy, this is not looking good.
Into the fray!
Well, I say it's not looking good, but to be honest, Ember can actually take care of this guy pretty much on her own.
Guide my hand.
So, and every now and again, a free shot comes in. Breath of Life. Galfrey.
Death to invaders. For our future.
Alright. And this is the last one. Or it should be anyway. Hellfire Ray. Finish him. How all three? Armor class is 10. How'd you miss? Oh, probably failed. Yeah, failed to overcome the spell resistance. That's it. What's your spell resistance? 37. I got a 29 bonus, so I just need to roll an 8 or higher. Fantastic. What's your regular armor class? Let's see. What is this thing's armor class? 72! An armor class of 72. Just breathe. Jeez. At least that'll do something.
Make your peace.
I'm just attacking to see if I get that 20, I guess. Let's see. Buff of Life. On to Galfrey first.
The moment is ours.
Not really.
To invaders.
Alright. Ember, go. Come on. You can do it. There it is. Get out of the demi-plane. I didn't want to kill him. He gave me no choice. Papers with erratically scribbled calculations and formulas. The words I promise are written repeatedly in the margins. Okay. Shards of several dozen large diamonds. They appear to have been used in an unsuccessful attempt to cast spells. Here goes. An empty stand that may have once held a large crystal. A single diagram of a tower next to a quick sketch of a room with a large crystal in the center. A resurrection scroll that has been ripped to pieces. Okay. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's not disturbing at all.
Smile, the world's not ending just yet.
Magritium Turinos! 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 Abaran Sentes!
Let's see.
You're a good person. I like you.
Get some buffs out the way. See, one. Two. Three. Alright, let's go.
Rules are made
That
to
looks
be
like an
broken.
arena. Let's see here. Yes, this. This. Fire. Acid. Cold. And Sonic. Then more fire. Acid. And we'll say electricity. Just in case.
I will help where I can.
Or of greater courage.
Oh, skip the pleasantries.
Let's see. Protection from evil. Good. Chaos.
A bright future
Trust
awaits
in
us.
me, as I trust in you.
And I suppose that's it.
The
Oh wait, no.
struggles never cease.
Hurricane bow. Million stride. There. Oh, aspect of the wolf. Salamander on you. And you. And last cast Sense Vitals. And that's it.
Lisano Dani.
Let's go. Alright. Something about this strange place feels oppressive. The air is still and silent, yet you can hear the distant echoes of words, promises, and battle cries. You strain to hear what's being said, but you can only make out a few words. Finally, cease, sorcerer. I promise. I promise.
Can't be dismissed as a calculation error. You knew failure was a possibility. Then why?
Arilu's silhouette looks just as surreal as the sounds that fill this space. She is not looking at you and seems lost in thought. Her voice is dull and tired, and there is no trace of the hospitality she showed you at the entrance of the fortress. I need answers. Keep avoiding him.
Yes, it's decided. I will tell you the truth before we fight to the death. Would you like to know why I upended your life?
Arilu barely seems to hear you. After a while, she turns toward you, as if noticing you for the first time. She looks at you for a moment, and her expression changes. The tiredness in her eyes gives way to a cold, hard resolve. Speak.
This place is my demi-plane. I created it when I was a prisoner in Threshold. I would slip away to conduct my rituals here in secret. This is where I decided to create what mortals would later call the World Wound. This is where I made all my preparations. Do you understand? Escaping was never my goal. I could have easily disappeared from Threshold. I could have passed through it like water through sand. Some believe that I brought Sarkoris to ruin out of revenge. And there is some truth to that. I had reason to take revenge. You didn't listen to my words in Iz, and you didn't find a way into the secret part of my laboratory. Otherwise, you would know what I'm talking about. My laboratory. The old house in the middle of nowhere that marked the entrance to my lab. It was the home of Arilu Vorlesh when I was still a mere mortal. I lived there with my son, away from the din of the crowd, and sheltered from the keen gaze of the Sarkorian witch hunters. It was a place where the reality of our world was in close proximity to the abyss, a place where I could study the magic forbidden to all Sarkorians. I thought I had hidden my home well, but I was wrong. They found it. They found us. At that hour, I was there, in the laboratory. That damned laboratory I loved so much. I was absorbed in one of my experiments when the hunters arrived on our doorstep. I was sitting at my desk, recording my observations, thoughts, and calculations, as was my habit. That's when I heard the noise outside. The fight was brief. It barely lasted a moment. By the time I sensed that something was amiss and hurried out to see what was happening, it was too late. All I could do was cradle the body of my dead child and cry after their departing soul. I promise.
Why did the Sarkorian hunters attack your son?
Because they saw him with a scroll that he had secretly borrowed from my supply. He was trying to perform a forbidden ritual. Children, they're always drawn to the unknown. But for the Threshold hunters, This child playing with a magical trinket he stole from an adult was just as much of a criminal as the worst demon worshippers.
Nothing can justify the killing of a child.
I am not concerned with whether it was justified or not, or with the application of morality, the law, or the teachings of any god. Look around you. This demi-plane. The first time I escaped from my cell and ran here, I was trying to resurrect my son. I tried many things, but all my efforts were in vain. The soul had already received Pharasma's judgment and had been sent on the path determined by the gods into the abyss. And when I realized that, I rebelled. But not against my jailers, not against those who had murdered my child, not even against Sarkoris. My uprising was against destiny, death, and the laws that the gods had forced upon our lives. I realized then that I wouldn't be satisfied with simply returning my son to life. I had to shatter this order once and for all, and make it so that neither Pharasma and her lackeys nor death itself could ever stand between us. Only by stepping beyond the bounds of what had been ordained for mortal kind, by obtaining powers that rivaled the divine, could we become free. And with this newfound purpose, I turned myself into a half-demon. Fusing the spiritual essence of the two planes was the only way I could achieve my goal. I let the abyss into my soul, and into this world. I opened the world wound. I danced around 3 demon lords, making them assist me without ever revealing my true intentions. They just believed they were dealing with another power-hungry mortal. But in reality, I was after one thing. I wanted to find what was left of my son's soul and give him a new birth. One that would prevent anything from ever harming him again. And then I found you. I chose you because I felt a faint affinity to you. I thought your soul could accept the remains of my son's soul like the soil takes a seed. I thought I could bring back my child by tethering the mangled remnants of his soul to a pure mortal soul untouched by the abyss. I thought the power of the Nahindrian crystals would allow me to protect him forever. That I could tear him away from the dominion of mortal nature. But I was mistaken in both assumptions. Now I'm about to face the consequences of my mistake. You will witness them as well.
Wow, that was something. But we're way past time actually. I'm going to stop now before I get too involved in this, as I have to go do something else. Thanks everyone who stopped by today for Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I will be back on... I'll be back on tomorrow. For more Wrath of the Righteous. And possibly some Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel in the morning. But that's about it. See you all then. And until then, take care. Let me save before I screw this up.